What is up, guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix, and Netflix is changing their strategy. Netflix wants bigger, fewer, and better. I guess the luxury. This is what I tell people. What I tell people is that all those crappy shows that Netflix has been releasing for the past years, like everything from Dear White People to all those like just crappy shows that nobody cares about, and all of the, especially what they did to Cowboy Bebop, thinking that they could fix the wrongs of the anime, right? I guess this is really gonna force them. This is really gonna force them to change their ways, right? And I am here at the Hollywood Reporter, and it says, behind Netflix leaner movie mandate, bigger, fewer, and better. We're gonna get right into it, but before we do, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell for future notifications and like the video. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. I'm always covering Netflix. I'm always covering the gaming industry, the anime industry. So subscribe to the channel and stay up to date, guys. Now let's get into it. Okay, so basically, this article. I mean, I like this picture here. I really like this picture because it says a lot about Netflix, what they're doing. They are reconstructing. See, they're throwing out all the crappy shit and reconstructing Netflix, right? So, I mean, they must have really learned after losing over 200,000 subscribers, and they are expecting, okay, they are expecting to lose another 2 million subscribers by this summer of 2022, right? They decided, okay, well, we gotta stop it with the WOKE. We gotta stop it with the, the FMism. We gotta stop it with, I don't know, with all the PC stuff, all the political correct stuff.
Well, duh.
And we gotta knuckle down and make something that people actually want to watch.
Alrighty then.
Now, just between you and me, guys. Well, actually, who am I kidding? Like, I think I mean Netflix is gonna be making better shows, hopefully. I say at the same level of Stranger Things, but they're still gonna drop hints, right? They're still gonna just drop hints here and there of WOKE, of PC culture, right? Of political correctness. But they're gonna drop it just here and there, just a little bit, just sprinkle it over the cake, just like just sprinkles. Right? They're still going to do that, but not at the same level that they've been doing for the past, 3 years? Maybe 4 years, I think. Right? So, yeah, man. Netflix, they're cleaning up the house. And honestly, this is happening to other companies like this. What is it? DC Entertainment is doing the same thing. And if I'm not mistaken, Warner. I'm going to have to check with Clownfish TV, but stay with me here. All right, so... And of course, the all amazing drop, the drop in the Netflix value. I mean, the company literally went from $600 in the stock market all the way down to $200. Tells you a lot about how people feel about Netflix. But anyways, let's read some of what the Hollywood Reporter has to say. So right here, I'm gonna read you the important parts and cut out all the BS. Right. So here it says, as it moves forward, Netflix wants to focus on making bigger movies, making better movies, and releasing fewer than it previously did at a glutinous pace. I like how they say glutinous pace. Just a few years ago, we were struggling to out-monetize the market on little art films, Netflix co-chief Ted Sarandos told an analyst on the company April earning calls. Says, today we're releasing some of the most popular and most watched movies in the world. Just over the last few months, like Don't Look Up, right? And Red Notice and Adam Project as an example of that. But what is this bigger, better, fewer directive means is unclear to those inside and outside the company. And basically what that means by bigger, better, and fewer is just they're gonna make fewer movies, probably higher budget movies, but fewer, right? They're not gonna make as many movies as they were making, because like a lot of the movies, a lot of the like the mid-sized movies they were making, they were like $40 million movies, $30 million movies, right? And And now they're really gonna crank it up. They're gonna try to make those 80 million, $100 million movies, kind of like, I don't want to say Avengers budget type of films, but something like that. So they're probably gonna make like 3 of those movies, and then a bunch of and then like a couple of TV shows to keep people on the platform. And they're gonna be way better. They're gonna be way bigger, and they're gonna really start making things that people want to watch, right? Not like that He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, didn't even have He-Man's name on it, right? So anything of that nature, Netflix is gonna start cutting it out. Okay, that's what they're doing. And I told you guys before, they slashed their animation department. They fired a whole bunch of people in animation, right? And then in here it says they were overstaffed with executives. Says this insider. Also, bigger doesn't necessarily mean more $150 million movies. Expect to see a more subtle change. Instead of making 2 movies for $10 million, as an example, the company will make one for $20 million. The goal will be to make the best version of something instead of cheapening out for the sake of quantity, says one insider. Yeah, and that is true. That is true, and it shows, because for the last few years, Netflix, they've just kind of been trying to like put out as many originals as possible, just as many originals as possible. You know, doesn't matter how cheap they are. They just wanted to kind of just put them out there. $5 million movies, $10 million movies, right? And now they're focusing on quality rather than quantity, because I think at this point, Netflix has a lot of quantity for quantity for things for people to watch, and now they just want better stuff. Now, the focus is to keep people on the platform for as long as possible. Which, by the way, I am still wondering how come they don't follow what Disney's doing and release episodes weekly instead of dropping a whole season on you in one day. Okay, they need to start releasing episodes weekly. Go back to the 2000s and the 90s when we watch weekly episodes of things. That will keep people, the life of a TV show will be much longer. That's why The Mandalorian on Disney was so successful, because Disney was releasing weekly episodes and people were tuning in every week since November all the way to the end of December. So for 2 months, people were like raging, just excited about The Mandalorian. That's what Netflix needs to do. And finally, here it says, animation is also under scrutiny, with a disciplined axe taken to projects that were on the bubble, and the frequency of releases also being diminished. Although a new movie every week is still the goal, be it live action or animation. Yeah, man, they were cutting a lot of projects, and Netflix, of course, Netflix is going to keep ramping up the anime. They're gonna keep bringing out more anime, more original anime for Netflix. They're gonna keep, just pumping more money into anime and bringing in, more seasons, new series. I mean, they brought back Tiger and Bunny, for God's sake. So, despite of everything that Netflix has been doing, one thing is for sure: Netflix is really, really, really good for anime, if anything. But whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below. Make sure to like this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm gonna keep covering this. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. So stay tuned, guys, and thank you for watching. This is your boy, Andy Matrix. Godspeed.